Hi, everybody. Well, along with the black cloud over my life, the Christmas tree lights went out a few days later, but the shining star that cannot make it stop flashing, so I hope it's not blinding you. Maybe look away from the screen. Oh, see, it stops and starts, but there's no mode on here. But we wanted to include all of you in the New Year's if you're celebrating or not, or just went to bed early. We wanted to thank you for watching our videos and hope you continue. And if you are out, make sure you're safe, because this is the worst day of the year, I'd say, with people drinking, being irresponsible and all that. So I always, when I used to go out, I shouldn't say always, when we almost got to go out, but when we did go out with my first husband once and only once, then we had parties at our house for everyone to come to and stay over, because if they drank, because I always thought when we were in the car, you got to think nobody knows how to drive, because when people drink, they shouldn't drive. So anyhow, that was my public service announcement. But anyhow, Polly and I wanted to
wish you a very happy and healthy new year.
Thank you, Polly. And thank you, all of you, for watching us. I hope you continue. Thank you for hanging in with us through this awful year that we have had. Out with the old and in with the hopefully new. Knock on wood. Have I got anyone knocking on wood yet? So I wanted to share a pre-New Year's message. You'll probably watch it tomorrow, I'm sure. You're, like I say, either sleeping, partying, or maybe you're watching the ball thing drop. Well, it used to be Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. Now it's who's ever in there. I haven't even looked at it yet. Polly already started watching it. So I'm going to try to find the positive, because today is just a really off day for me. Polly had wrote his father. He wasn't feeling good at all yesterday, and he texted him and asked if he could bring over some Gatorade and Tylenol and tissues and stuff like that. And as per usual, since he walked out on his son, he has ignored his text messages and calls and everything in mine. But I guess he still has an ounce of hope in his father, but he didn't. And then he had asked him a few days before if he could do an Instacart. You can do gift Instacarts, and he didn't do that. Like, he asked him for lunch meat and some food, because obviously he can tell when the fridge doesn't have as much. But Polly's always eating, don't you worry. I starve and let him eat. But he has a right to ask his father. He did answer back, and he said he'd drop off a Wegmans card the next day. And let's see, you want to make bets on it? What the answer was? No, he didn't. That was the first time he actually answered text, so he let him down again. But to not bring over medicine for his child, it's real hard to be positive. But that was a turning point for me. First of all, it brought me to the lowest of lows. I have been so nauseated for the last, I've been nauseated since all this happened, but really nauseated I'd say the last week, but the last few days, very, very, just feeling very faint, very sick to my stomach. Like I said, I'm glued to the toilet. Everything's bad. Because again, when my son is hurt, I hurt. And for his father to ignore a message from his son asking if he can drop off Tylenol, water, Gatorade, forgot what else he asked for. Stuff when you don't feel, tissues. And couldn't even respond, because him and his whore are out doing what? Catching the last sales? Buying stuff for next Christmas? Who knows? I have no answers. I really don't. But after I purged all this awfulness that he's doing to our child, and trying to think how to get into the new year with a different type of attitude so I can start to feel better. Because obviously he's going to continue to ignore our son, hurt our son, which hurts me. And I'm tired of feeling like throwing up all the time, nauseated, feel like fainting. The burning and chills thing, well, there's nothing I can do, because if it was from stress, it would have ended, because the stress walked out the door. So I will leave my piece of wisdom. We're all living under the same blue sky. Well, it's not blue around here anymore, it's gray. But anyhow, we're all living with the same problems in common, and usually when people go through stuff, well, I don't know, I guess this was people generations ago, when you're all going through something bad, you usually get together and help each other, but that is rare nowadays. So I think what's happening is pulling people apart, making people angry, people take their anger out on others. And I know some subscribers I've talked to who said the same thing, that they notice people are more angry and just totally ridiculous. And we're all suffering through the same, the diseases, the thing across the sea, ocean, why did I say sea, whatever, body of water and all that. And then we have our own things we got to deal with. So my words of wisdom for the new year is somehow try to find the positivity. Try to find that silver lining. I know it's hard, and I am not the one to come and ask where that silver lining is, but I do know if you don't look for it, it's not going to come crawling up to you and say, here I am. So if you feel down in the dumps, discouraged, angry, I don't know, whatever emotion that's negative, try to look for the silver lining in something every day. Sadly, my silver lining is that I'm breathing another day. That's pretty sad and pathetic. And I'm hoping in the new year that I could find better silver linings. But try to find the positives every day. Maybe get a notebook or a piece of paper and every day write down your silver lining. I'm going to try doing that and see if Polly wants to do it too. So pick a positive or find a silver lining, one a day. And then when you're having a real bad day, you can look back and remember those silver linings, and then you could dig deep into your soul and still find that silver lining. Don't leave any day that nothing's written down. It sounded like a double negative. But just try to find it. Because I kind of remember, I don't know, it's like I don't remember where the old me went to. But when you're constantly nauseated and your stomach's a mess, like these commercials, is your IBS or IBD running your life? Yeah, it sure is. It's kind of hard. And yes, our situation is very hard. When his father walks away from his son, knows I have a car that doesn't work, we're basically stuck in our house, having a child with a deadly heart problem, no way to get him to the doctor. That is why I refer to him as a monster. And I wasn't going to say anything, and I hate to make this negative, but you know what? I have to purge this out. Someone had brought up to me that I'm bashing his father. I am not by any way bashing him. I am just telling you guys what we're living. My channel is real. It has been. It always will be. I cannot edit my videos. So, like I said, if I burp or fart, you're going to hear it. And that's the way it is. Hasn't happened yet, but it's real. So, I'm just talking to you guys real. I don't, well, obviously I say there's some things I can't say, and that's for legality issues. But, I call a spade a spade. Like telling you, Polly texts his father for things because he wasn't feeling good and his father ignored him. That's not bashing his father. That's talking the truth. What's going on in our lives, sharing it. If you don't like it, like I say, there's booze. My mouth is so dry. Bougie channels. There's fluffy channels. There's pretend everything's perfect in my world channels. But you know what? I personally wish those people would stop filtering, stop editing, stop all their crap and be real. Because you know what? I bet their lives suck too. Because there is no perfect anything in this world. I hate to say it. And if anyone says their life is perfect, they're lying to you. So anyhow, if you don't like me being real, there's nothing I can do, you know? Don't watch me. I don't care. I really don't. You know, I always try to I don't know the word. You know, share my channel, bring up the algorithm. If you could, you know, hit the share button, the like button, and share my channel, and, you know, write a comment. Because, of course, I'm trying to build it. I didn't know you could make money at YouTube, and I wouldn't even think of doing it. But now we're in a position, I have to get my son's medical needs because his father won't do it again. And I'm not apologizing, as you notice, because I will not apologize for the truth and reality. I have to figure a way so he can still get what he needs. And if you think that's bashing and you think that's a good father, then you know what? You probably don't belong watching my channel, because I only share our life. And you know what? Humans don't like to hear the truth, because the truth isn't pretty all the time. There was a saying, I can't think of it right now. It's like, hurt me with the truth rather than something me with a lie. I can't remember. If anyone knows, well, I'm not going to ask for comments, whatever. But I can't remember. And I would always say that to people. Hurt me with the truth and rather than something me with a lie. I don't know. But anyhow, I swerved off to the left as always. But anyhow, I just wanted to leave you with my words of wisdom. Try to find the positive, as I am going to try to do too. I feel it's going to be hard for me, but I have to somehow accept the reality that this monster, and what I've heard through the grapevine, the words he calls me, the C word, no woman should be called the C word. ABC, C like cat. And I put it out to the person who said I'm bashing him. I am not bashing him. So do you think him calling me the C word, saying bad crap to other people about me, is he not bashing me, or is that okay in your world? Just wondering. I'm not trying to say anything bad about you. I'm just pointing out, you know, I'm in a bad place. I have to take care of a disabled child who has a deadly heart condition with no car. And I'm just telling you what's going on. You know, what I say at the end of my video, be kind to people because you don't know what they're going through. Well, if you're watching my videos, you know what you're going through. And to make a comment like that, I thought was very inappropriate. Boy, that's a hard word to say. But anyhow, take it for what it's worth. I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to be that way. But take what you want. But please be an adult and don't leave any more comments like that. That's all I'm going to say. So back to the positive. So I know a lot of people's stories. I've gotten to know people. We talk, we email, you know, we text, whatever we do. And I know what people are going through. Like today's video, I asked for you to pray for somebody's dog who's not doing well. I always care about people, anyone. I've asked for many prayers for people. If you've really watched me, you would know I'm a very good person with a very big heart, and I care about others. I put everyone in front of me. And in fact, one of my subscribers I talked to said they could tell I'm a good mom, and I do everything for my kids, and I put them first, and I just don't do for me. And they're right. They're absolutely right, and that's something I have to change. I have to change. Obviously, you know, now when I realize I have to take care of myself, is, you know, when his father does this crap, and I don't care what he does. It's not my business, but to, I can't say legally because these things. But anyhow, what he's doing, destroying us, trying to put us in the road. Basically, that's what he's doing. That's not bashing him. I'm just telling you what's going on. That's all. You know what? What is that? I don't know. I thought it was a shadow on my hand. Anyhow, so look for the silver lining. Look for the positive. Do good for others. If you have an opportunity to do good for others, do it because it feels good. I remember very faintly when I used to be able to help people monetarily in my first marriage. But I still remember when I'm in the store, even though we had a very bad experience, several random people as we're walking in or out or in the store, they said hi or smiled. Of course, they didn't have their masks on, but it just gives you the warm fuzzies because, you know, in this cold world we're living in, just a little thing by someone smiling, well, I don't know. When I smile, I can see it in my eyes. So you can pretty much, when someone smiles, their eyes, you know, your cheeks go up. I'm not going to give you an anatomy lesson, but anyhow, if someone just says randomly hi, it can be as little as that. Hi, that's all. It'll make someone's day. So I challenge you to get a piece of paper or notebook and every day write something good that's happened, even if it's as simple as you woke up. Do it for the whole year and look back on it. Like I say, and if you're having a bad day, look back. You can even journal a few extra things if you want, but I'm just trying to make it simple. Just find the silver lining in that day, something positive, because I know a lot of your stories, and I know a lot of people are going through hard times. You may not, because they're not putting out there, and maybe you're getting tired of my awful world. And you know what? You should be thankful and lucky that you're not living this way, where you're literally trapped in your home with no car, keeping your child alive because his father doesn't give a darn. If you think that's bashing, oh well. No apologies here. It is what it is, and I speak what's the real thing and the truth. If you don't like it, like I say, people really don't like the truth. They don't like it. That's your prerogative. You can go and watch the fake channels where they're all lying to you, where they're pushing out babies for views. Whatever. We all have a free will. So anyhow, back to the positive. I hope you have a very happy new year. If you're going out, please be safe. Don't drink and drive. Well, you can do what you want. You don't have to listen to me, but, you know, I'm just saying that would be the better thing to do. I would wear a mask to protect yourself and others. You don't know. There might be a person in the room that's immunocompromised. They don't want to tell about their health because, like I said, the truth. People don't like to speak the truth of the real thing. They don't want to, you know, it's not airing your dirty laundry. They just don't want to talk about it. I think people should. I think people should say if they're in a party, maybe the host said, don't worry, you know, I'm going to tell people to wear a mask, and the person might have, you know, like, I don't know, one of these, whatever, an illness where you're immunocompromised, but they're afraid to say. You should never be afraid. You should speak up. You should speak up. I used to speak up all the time. My favorite phrase was when I was in a store and they did me wrong. I said, well, I'm the customer. And one of my kids used to say, I haven't heard you say that in a long time. And I haven't. I don't know why. I guess I've been losing my oomph. Maybe deep inside, I had a feeling that something was wrong when, like I said, back when I was in love, you know, you get deaf, dumb, stupid, and blind and everything else. But anyhow, I will continue to share my life, you know, and if words about him come out, you know, that he's not this, not that, and it's been this long or whatever, and my son has tried again, I'm hoping eventually he'll realize that his father doesn't care and isn't going to help him. I mean, this is the bottom of the bucket for me. When your child texts you and asks, because, you know, if it's a day my car decides it's not going to work and I can't get to the store in these last few days with the Insta ripoff, it's very hard. They even put out a message, put your orders in early, blah, blah, blah. And I even tried to put an order. Do you know what a bottle of Tylenol costs? I mean, I still tried to order. I figure, well, I'm just going to have to try to work with the garbage company. You know, I don't know, but they don't work with you. They don't pick up your trash. And the crazy lady across the street will call the town on me. But anyhow, I'd go to any lengths to help my child. A smallest bottle of Tylenol through Insta Ripoff is over $10 for it's 24 pills, I believe. If he goes into the store, he could get it for half the price. If you think he's a good man, you know what? If I could find him, I'd hand him to you in a silver plate and then see how long you could last with that kind of behavior. But anyhow, I hope you're all doing well. I hope next year starts off good, and if it doesn't, make it start off good. Like I said, I was told to eat chicken the beginning of the new year. I don't know if the grocery store is open. If it was, I was going to try to go and get us a rotisserie chicken. That was my original plan, but when it went up from $5 to 10, I don't know if I could afford it, so I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm not feeling very good, like I said this last week. It's not from sick, it's from being stressed out. But I did get Paulie chicken nuggets, and then yesterday when he was feeling so bad and his gut and everything, and I thought, great, now he won't even be able to get the luck, but he's feeling better today. Thank God. Knock on wood, 1, 2, 3. So he will hopefully be able to eat the chicken nuggets and rub my hand, finger, whatever, I don't know, a genie lamp, whatever, to pass over the luck to me. But hopefully things will change for him. His father will wake up and realize his whore is just a hoe and he has a child and he needs to take care of his needs. I doubt it. I do a betting thing on it. It ain't gonna happen, but I'm gonna hope. Always hold out hope. So if you're going through something with somebody, you know, families have spats and arguments, and just, if you can make a difference, make a difference. Or if it's too much for you, step back. Whatever, just search, reach, whatever you gotta do for those positives, because I'm gonna try, because I'm so tired of being sick to my stomach. I'm so tired of losing weight because I'm sick to my stomach and I can't eat, and it's barely little I can eat. My first agenda in the new year, besides figuring how I can get a card for my son, I think that's a disgrace. His father can't even bring me by a card. I wanted to find a card that says 18 so he could always remember that. But I can't even get out to get one. The one grocery store we were at, they didn't have one. So he can't even do that for his child, because he sees it as, oh, he's helping me, or I may look better than him. Well, believe me, the devil looks better than him. But anyhow, it really hurts me because all my kids got, you know, cards on, well, they got cards for the birthday, but milestone birthday, I always made sure it was, you know, the year. So it really hurts me that I can't do that, and I wanted to, you know, surprise him with a candy bar or something, but he's with me everywhere, you know, and it's not like now I could tell him to move aside, go somewhere else, because someone might cough on him. People are so rude and uncaring and cold and whatever. But anyhow, if you're watching the ball, enjoy it. Polly and I are going to watch it. I just hope my stomach lets me and I don't have to be sitting in the bathroom, and I could be in the living room with him watching it, and we watch the ball drop and drink. I won't be able to drink that fake champagne. It's sparkling juice. That's what it is. I can't think of the word. We usually have little plastic champagne glasses from the Dollar Tree, but I wasn't able to get that either, so it is what it is. We make the best of it. We have some cheese. I can't even look at food today, but I'm going to try to put it out, make a little charcuterie board in a bowl. No, not a bowl, a plate for Polly. I had planned to make, I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to make, we have this triple berry, whatever, jam jelly. I don't know. I'll tell you the story about that if you remind me. No, you're not. You don't comment. I'll have to remind myself. Whatever. About Greek yogurt and this jam. But anyhow, yeah, I was going to put down some crackers with this delicious jam, and then I have several cheeses and some crackers, and I was able to, I couldn't believe they had a sale, so, and they're not expired. They're some kind of flip side, I don't know, something. It's a cracker, and it's a pretzel, but it's a cracker. And I thought it would be good because Polly's stomach wasn't good, and he needed to replace it with salt since we don't have any Gatorade, because, you know, his father couldn't bring it over for him. So I thought the pretzel things would be good, you know, and he likes cheese, he likes pretzels, so I did the best I could. I'm going to put it out heck or high water, and that's going to be our New Year's. We're going to be together, and, you know, if his father can be there with his whore, living it up, I'm going to stop before I say something. But anyhow, I hope if you're in a place of feeling down, that you can do something good for yourself. Maybe stay up and watch the ball drop or make yourself a snack, As simple as just slice up some cheese. If you don't have a cracker, I just eat cheese alone. I mean, I can't eat crackers and it takes me forever to eat cheese. I was going to melt it. I have a tiny, I don't know, I got it before the beginning of time, a tiny crock pot. I could have melted it. But Paulie said he was fine with just the cheese, cube or cut, whatever. So I'd say to let me know what you did, but I'm not going to even ask anymore because that stresses me out too. So anyhow, back to the positive. It's going to take a lot of work, as you can see. Just stay safe, everyone. And like I say, out with the old and with the new, and have a very happy new year. Thanks for watching. See you again.